Hey, Phil from Got Memories here, just doing a job right now. It's VHS-c, mini DVs. You turn your back and this is what's happening. It's again, mini DV issues. Look at this, the bars. And there's that, so that's got to be stopped. Looked over here. This one's going to crap. This is constant. What's happening with these old tapes? They're all on borrowed time. This guy's had them in pristine condition. So like right there goes. So could be that the tape is done, counter's still going. And you got to then go, right, the video heads are dirty. It's VHS-c, which is the worst format known to man, besides Digital 8, besides Mini DV. So pop it in another VHS player, see if it's clean on there. And it's perfectly clean. That means I've got to take all this out of here. I've got to undo all of this, and I've got to put this machine in for a cleaning, because this has just clogged the video heads, because all this magnetic tape is disintegrating, especially, oh my god, if you have not stored this in climate controlled conditions, in cases, in a secure dark spot, free from all the elements, then that's on your side. If you have not, then yeah. So I've got to take this apart now. I've got to just ditch that file. The file's just already, how many into it was it? 10 minutes in. Forget it. Just rewind it. It's not worth your time trying to queue up to that. It has to be to that exact point, because you never know with customers. They're like, wait a minute, where's the 3 seconds of the pan with my father in it? It's the only footage I have, and you've missed that bit. Hundreds of hours of content might mean nothing to you, but to the customer, they're looking for that one spot, and bet your ass it's that spot. So any professional company is starting this over again, and there we go. And now in 10 minutes time, I got to look over, I got to keep an eyeball on this now. So what I do in these scenarios is I put a little red postie up there, so I have to monitor this to make sure it's going to come through looking good. This is why you pay professionals very good money to do this correctly. Now look at this one here. This one here is eventually now dropped out. So it's either a bad tape, it'll be pixelated, look, and it's someone's wedding, and then the picture just goes, boom. So that's got to be restarted. Hence my pink note, because that had gone to crap on another one. I'm like, is it the player? Is it the tape? I don't know. The particles, again, on these mini DVs, they're all coming off. They're clogging the video heads constantly. That's why every single company cannot get clear picture and audio from these tapes anymore, is because they're all falling to pieces. And they don't pay staff enough to care, or they don't have the knowledge. I mean, even the most basic stuff, I'm astounded by these companies that have been around forever. I just did a video on a company called Pixel something or other, redoing their stuff. And they package all of their material in polystyrene cases with oh my God, it's just nonstop. Not only the situation that people have haphazardly stored their stuff in and handing over absolute disgusting, grimy pack rat stuff and expecting miracles, but also these companies that are just churning out shit, so it's shit on top of shit, and people are surprised that the end result is shit for $9 a tape, or whatever the deal of the day is with Legacy Box and all these other corporate behemoths that have got way too big for their britches and just do not understand what they're up against with all of this deteriorating media, deteriorating players, staffing, keeping quality high. See, it's counting. The thing is, I put it in that one. That one was bad. See, look, it's gone out again. Yeah, this tape is pretty jacked. And there's defective tapes as well. I mean, the manufacturing process wasn't ideal, but I'm going to start this over again. Let's see here. In another one. So what can be happening here is I am contaminating now 1, 2, 3 players, contaminating, trying to get one tape to go. Meanwhile, that's why all the stuff over there is all defunct, because this is like a virus. But any professional is going to keep going because it's somebody's wedding, it's somebody's home memory, it's somebody's memories, it's special to them, and people expect a lot from me, actually. So I've got that reputation to, you know, deliver. And come on, these things are all so finicky. I mean, these players were not designed or engineered to have the crap beaten out of them 30 years in. See, look, it's bad on here as well. This tape's just buggered. D6, is it D6 or C6? D6. It's another thing, file management, knowing where, I mean, look at this. Shit. I mean, honestly, I think this one was better. Yeah, at least you can see the wedding ceremony. It's just bad. Yep, that's gonna get a red flag. Anyway, I'm gonna, you know, and that's the thing, I get consumed with one tape. Meanwhile, I've got to get everything else running. So, yeah, that's a red. Anyway, just a small window into the non-stop work. I'm gonna flip around here. Non-stop work that goes into this profession. If you're a professional, if you are doing the job correctly, if you are charging correctly, because people do not understand what's involved in keeping this stuff looking clear, picture and audio. And they think they're going to get miracles done for $7 a tape, $9 a tape. Cast your mind back. Blank tapes cost more than that back in the day. And you think you're going to get picture perfect quality from tapes you've left in the garage for 30 years, haven't played in that amount of time, and they're just going to play perfectly. Couldn't be further from the truth. That's why this industry is on a, not just a, has been for years, but now it's just in a like inverted, upside down. Anyway, there you go. If you'd like me to do your stuff, if you've kept it in good condition, because I have to really watch what I'm getting in now, because people are just handing me all the worst stuff that nobody else can do, and it's driving me crazy. So I'm really screening everybody. If you've left stuff out in the garage, attic, unair conditioned, common sense stuff that is common sense, and you haven't abided by that, you know, I mean, it's going to be out there in price if you want this stuff done correctly, preserved correctly, because otherwise you're going to be wasting your money everywhere you go. It requires a lot of patience, as you can see, which I'm getting less and less of. Anyway, all right, cheers, bye.